to the first artist that could have been, man. I told you I was gonna do this to this bitch ass nigga, man. This fuck nigga ain't had nothing. This fuck nigga was broke. Whole ass nigga was broke, man.
So the chapter starts off with Nagi and Igaguri walking down the streets of Japan at night, and damn, look at the height diff, with the opening blurb saying, Igaguri appeared when Nagi didn't know which path to take. What will the two who were rejected by Blue Lock talk about? I don't know. Blue Lock? Football? Come on now. So Igaguri was pretty much telling Nagi he was looking up and down for him, like he looked up the school that he went to and went there, but he wasn't there and he got treated like a creep by his classmates. Maybe because you was a random ass trespasser in their school, like hello? But one of Nagi's classmates told Igaguri that Nagi might have been at the arcade that he was in, so he made the visit. And Nagi was like, oh, so you a creep now? I see what kind of man you are, Igaguri. And Igaguri was just pleading his case. So as they reach a nearby park, Nagi asks Igaguri what he wanted to talk about, and they get straight down to business. Igaguri asks Nagi what he's gonna do about football, but Nagi says that he hasn't decided yet, and Igaguri figured he'd be like that. Nagi tried pressing bro about the way he was acting like a know-it-all, but Igaguri admits that he doesn't understand, and that's why he came to see Nagi, to tell him to keep playing football. Grown ass man riding that damn panda, bro. I bet bro felt mad cold then and there. At least I can respect Nagi just respectfully sitting on the guardrail, but this just looks so wrong, bro. Igaguri got off. So Nagi asks if he has the same opinion as Isagi, but Igaguri says that he doesn't, and that it's just his selfish ego because they were both eliminated back in the Neo-Egoist League. He asks Nagi how he felt when he saw his final bid, revealing that he didn't make the top 23, but Nagi says that he ain't feel much and it was more like of a makes sense type of feeling. Acting like you wasn't crying in the back of the damn classroom and camping outside a Blue Lock to try and get back in. But yeah, not much, right buddy? Yeah, for sure, for sure. Igaguri says that he felt frustrated but happy as well, catching Nagi off guard. Igaguri explains that it was because he went to Blue Lock to become a football pro, so any bid would have meant that he technically did achieve that goal and not make him have to inherit his family's temple. So pretty much in short, Igaguri did accomplish his quote-unquote dream, and to borrow the words from the wise Ego, he was satisfied or fulfilled. He then asks Nagi if he felt fulfilled, but Nagi replies with that there's some things you just have to walk away from even if you're left unfulfilled. But this is where Igaguri starts spinning, so, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but lock in. He starts by saying that there's no such thing as a limit to a dream. He continues on saying that all there is to a dream is just about how big one's vessel is. The dream he had of going pro was something so big he was willing to put his life and future on it. But in the end, it was too small to fit the vessel or the idea of what it takes to be the best in the world. But since that wasn't really his goal at the end of it all, he was able to walk out of Blue Lock fulfilled, but Nagi's different, asking him rhetorically if he isn't fulfilled at all. He then tells Nagi to quit sulking, being that there's no such thing as a dream one can't have in this world. Why is this monk high-key kinda cooking right now? Oh my goodness, cooked so hard he even had to pat himself on the back for that shit. Nagi starts getting real with Igaguri and tells him that Baratista invited him to the U20 team with a different route. And Igaguri's low-key fuming right now. He low-key heated that he didn't get approached. Buddy, I think we all know why you ain't get approached, but you was at the bottom of the leaderboard. Bro probably ain't even look at the players below Nagi if I'm keeping it a buck. Nagi told Igaguri that he turned him down though, and Igaguri was like, fuck you mean you turned down the offer, gang? And Nagi tells him that he doesn't have any intention of destroying Blue Lock and that he just can't betray them. And Igaguri was like, is that your only reason? And Nagi was like, hell yeah. Now, Igaguri's a little confused, being that technically, Nagi was the one who betrayed Blue Lock more than anyone in the world. And Nagi was confused, and I was low-key a little shocked too. I was like, elaborate on that, Igaguri. And Igaguri was like, Manshine lost because he made that pass to Rayo at the end of the game. And what he did was completely against the whole idea of being the best striker in the world. And this man, Igaguri, is crashing out on bro, saying that the more Nagi talks, the more pissed off he gets at him. And honestly, I couldn't have said it better myself. So Nagi asks Igaguri what he thinks if he became Barata's slave pretty much and returned to Blue Lock, with Igaguri replying with pathetic. And Nagi asks him what will Isagi and Rayo think as well, saying that they'll probably think he's pathetic as well, and like, how does this guy still have the nerve to come back here after being eliminated and things like that. But Igaguri says that if his dream is so weak that he'd give up just because of what others thought of him, then he should just quit while he's ahead, which is facts. Nagi took those words as fighting words, and he was like, so what's up then? And Igaguri was on that time, and he was standing on all 10 on business. And he said that his parents opposed his dream, and when he joined Blue Lock, he left his home prepared for anything that was about to come his way, with his two options being lose and work at a temple his whole life or go pro in football, saying he put the risk and dream of his future on the scales. And Igaguri just decides to go 2 for 2 with speeches this chapter. He was really taking notes whenever my goat Ego was speaking. So as I say again, lock in. Igaguri says that humans can only be fully immersed if despair and hope are both equal on the scale. And he always believed that he entered the flow to fight for his dream, and says that Nagi is lost because he didn't even think about what would happen if he couldn't seize that dream. Igaguri starts getting a little envious, asking why was it Nagi and not him, saying if he had his talent, even if he was looked at as a lame in the eyes of others, even if it hurts, he'd still be aiming for the #1 spot in the world, holding this guy by his hoodie. Even Nagi was shocked. He ain't know Igaguri was coming like this for real. This is someone's goat, by the way, getting treated like Lil Rodney's son. Nah, let me chill out though. But then Igaguri chills out and was like, my fault, bro. And he apologizes to Nagi for sticking his nose in his business, being that his life is his only. But that's when Nagi picks up his hat and thanks Igaguri for coming to see him, putting his hat right back on his head, and tells him that he'll become a good monk. And his bro trolling him right now, like, don't get me wrong, he was spitting, but ain't he just say he was gonna take that pro offer? Even Igaguri had to call him out, saying that he's going to become a football player, and there's no way in hell that he's gonna become a monk. But all Nagi does is nonchalantly pull up his hood and walk off. And Igaguri was like, hey bro, we ain't done talking, where is you going? You is not nonchalant. But Nagi tells him that was enough, and that meeting Igaguri today got him fired up, revealing that now we are 2 days away from the U20 World Cup. Let's go. Bro think he was so cold waving his hand in the air like that. With the ending blurb saying, an old friend lights up the ego within Nagi's heart. The reignited genius won't end here, ending off the chapter. Now, I did not think we was gonna jump this quick to the U20 World Cup for real. Like, I still thought we had a few more chapters to go before we got to this specific point. Not that I'm complaining, of course. I'm still really looking forward to this arc. But Igaguri was really spinning some facts though. Hope football works out for him and all that, and we see him maybe in the future. But if that don't work, I better see him as a motivational speaker on like TED Talks or something. Cause his shit was really life changing, bro. And he really changed that broke ass nigga Nagi's life from this point on. Nagi fans gonna be looking like Igaguri different, looking like he's a saint. But yeah, anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, then please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and comment down below your thoughts on the chapter and your predictions on the next chapter. Make sure to also go follow the socials like the Instagram and the Twitter, and be sure to join the Discord to be a part of the community. All links are in the description down below. And without further ado, I hope you guys have a great day, and see ya.